Hey, Kristaps. I just want to ask you about your chemistry with Jaylen Brown. How have you guys been able to develop that, and how much does it help both of you being able to play off somebody like that in the two-man game?
Yeah, I absolutely love playing with JB. He, I think we're starting to connect more and more, and it's becoming just like natural for us. And yeah, and I'm learning his game. I'm learning his game. I'm learning the situations he likes to be in, and as you could see, we're having some success with it, and it's really fun. It's really fun to play with him, and look forward to more of those plays.
When it comes to that connection there, like what are you seeing? What's been the development, and like where have you been able to find those opportunities to really kind of break free, catch a lot of lobs, catch a lot of stuff at the rim?
Honestly, it's just him making the game like easy for me. I'm just making reads off of him. If he comes off and he wants to hand up, boom, I hand it to him. I start rolling. He kind of plays that game a little bit, and then he just either finish or throw the lob, and he's making it easy for me. And then yeah, and he's so explosive and so quick with those back cuts and things like that. That it's also kind of natural for me to just hit him on those back cuts and things like that. So. Yeah, all credit to JB.
Yeah, but like you even have like little behind the back flip to him, flowing into a pick and roll, flowing into an alley, like that kind of stuff. It's not just making the right read. It just seems like, I don't know, every once in a while, just like two guys on a team, they just have this thing.
Yeah. No, it's getting there. It's not like I would have liked that to be a little cleaner. It wasn't as clean as I would have liked to, but we're getting there, yeah. Some glimpses of those kind of things. Of course, we don't want to go overboard and try to be fancy with the stuff. We just want to be effective. But those kind of plays will, I believe, will happen more and more. And as again, it's kind of natural for us to just play off of each other.
Kristaps, obviously it's a long season. It's November, but you were part of a lot of moves these two teams made. How did you enjoy the energy tonight, first time you guys got together against each other, and the whole atmosphere?
Thought it was great. Obviously, the fans were the fans, and everybody in the building knew that this is a number one, number two seed playing against each other, and that just adds more fuel to the atmosphere. And our friends are here in this building are incredible. And yeah, the energy was there. We played hard. They made a good push at the end, almost made a comeback. But we held strong, and JT knocked down those free throws at the end, and we sealed the game, and that's it. So, but definitely, a good team to measure ourselves against.
Kristaps, how have you seen Jaylen work on that playmaking game? You give him credit for making the game easy for you. You see him out on the court working on it a lot in film. Just what have you kind of seen of his process at getting better at that area of his game?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch him, or I didn't see him up close. All these years like this. Like I just know him from playing with him this season. Up close, and I see it in his game. He has all those kind of things, the playmaking, and he sees the lobs. He's not afraid to throw the lobs, and he draws a lot of attention, and that opens up things for me. So I think it's just just as I said, it's pretty natural for us to have that two-man game, and the more time we play together, the better our chemistry will be.
He's talked about the car rides you guys have had, living in the same building. Getting that chance to know him as a person, like, what have you kind of taken away from that? And does that help on the court, kind of having those conversations?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we sit next to each other on the plane, so we talk all the time. And JB's he's a funny guy. He's smart, intelligent, funny. And yeah, we just click, and that translates on the court, and I think it's, as I said, I think it's only going to get better.
KB on your left. Going back to the atmosphere, last year Wizards games weren't the most intense crowds, maybe. You've just like in the last week or so with Philly, this game opening night, you've been through some of these kind of like huge marquee games with extreme intensity. Yeah. How has that affected you? Like, does it make you play with more juice, especially on the defensive end?
I would say it does. It does. It definitely gives me extra, extra passion, extra. It's just natural for all of us players. We want to play, in front of big crowds, great energy. For me, maybe a little bit too much because I have to, relax a little bit. But I'm of course enjoying it, and I can kind of compare it to my rookie year and my first few years in the league when I was playing for the Knicks. Playing there was also incredible, and all the places I've been, it's different in each place, but definitely, what stands out is New York and here in Boston. And so far, it's been a joy to play in front of these fans and get so much support.
Is that why you keep getting texts? Because the energy of the fans?
Yes. No, no, but it's definitely, it adds more to, it adds more fuel to already the passion that I have for the game and to play hard and you want to make the right play for your team, for your teammates, and sometimes you just go a little bit too emotional, So, work in progress.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you feel like at this point in the season your reputation is kind of preceding you a little bit when it comes to that?
What does that mean,
The
preceding
text,
me?
like the refs are almost looking for you. At that
No,
point.
I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I always have very, cordial conversations with the refs. It's just okay, I reacted. I didn't even say nothing. I just clapped my hands, and of course, clapping hands it doesn't look good, and just small things that I have to be aware of and not get caught into that, emotion in that moment because, I cannot, I just cannot keep doing this. So, and it's not the end of the world, but definitely have to be smarter about it, and that's it. That's it. Again, I'm just enjoying playing here and being full of emotion and that that emotion is coming out maybe a little bit.
And then you called it a measuring stick. What did you learn about this group tonight?
About us, yeah. I think good question. I don't know. I think we have each other's back. Drew didn't have the best game. We have his back, and especially knowing that that was his old team. It adds a little bit extra, and we wanted to win this game, and some nights it's not gonna go perfect for me, and there's gonna be Drew who's gonna pick me up, or I think that's one thing that we're developing in this team. We have a lot of talent, and we have different weapons and different guys that can play really good in that night, and pick somebody else up that's maybe not having the best night. So that's a luxury that we have.
Hey, Kristaps, you mentioned, the Bucks made a run at the end of the game there. That's kind of happened in the Hornets and Grizzlies games too. Do you feel like you guys have been taking your foot off the gas at the end of these games, and how do you avoid that?
Good question. I don't know. As a player, I don't feel like it, but maybe we can execute a little bit better. The pressure is up. These teams also, they made some big shots. Like Charlotte made some big shots at the end. Dame, made some things happen towards the end. So, against the talented teams, it can get dangerous. You can hit two big shots, and it can get dangerous towards the end. So we just have to stay poised, which I think we have done. Stay poised, execute on our end, and make sure we make it as difficult as we can for the other team, and then I believe it will go in our favor.
Presented by your New England Ford dealers. Built for America. Built Ford proud.